And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. We have a massive Novatech update today. We're gonna hear a lot of allegations today. We're gonna hear a lot of behind the scenes information today, and we're just going to go into everything that's going on with this new all these new developments with Novatech, which there are quite a few. And I'm going to make sure that I'm covering everything on here for you guys. So we're going to go over that. We're also going to get into some platforms. If we have time, we'll get into our cheaters in the news segment as well as the comment section. So we got a lot to cover here at today's broadcast on the Unlimited Freedom Network, broadcasting live, broadcasting worldwide, syndicated all across the world on the World Wide Web. We're on Twitter. We're on X, right? Formerly known as Twitter. We're on YouTube, and we just have all kinds of stuff going on, right? So hopefully everything goes good with the broadcast. And let's go ahead and get into the information. Well, at least let's get started with the information. We've got a lot to get into. Now, the first thing I want to do is I'll go ahead and talk about the Attorney General out of the state of New York, Letitia James. New York State Attorney General is suing cryptocurrencies Novatech, FX, and AWS Mining for defrauding investors of more than $1 billion with a B billion dollars. So once again, New York State Attorney General Letitia James is suing cryptocurrency companies Novatech, FX, and AWS Mining for defrauding investors of more than $1 billion, right? Novatech, FX, and AWS Mining promoted, according to her, illegal pyramid schemes and targeted Haitian communities with false promises of high returns. More than 11,000 New Yorkers lost tens of millions to the fraudulent crypto schemes. So she is not pulling any punches with what she thinks about the situation. Okay. Now, if you guys got any comments or anything that you want to share along the way, drop them here. I will get to them as I am able to. Usually we get to comments at the end of the broadcast. All right. But definitely throw them in if you got anything. So we see where Letitia James stands on this, right? I mean, basically, this is, it is what it is. It's the government coming after a former crypto company, calling it a pyramid scheme and a fraudulent crypto scheme. So this is of June 6th, 2024, right? This did come out. This was actually issued 2 days ago. New York, out of New York, right? New York Attorney General Letitia James today sued cryptocurrency trading company Novatech FX, its founders, Cynthia and Eddie Pettion, and cryptocurrency mining company AWS Mining Ltd. for engaging in illegal pyramid schemes that defrauded hundreds of thousands of investors, including over 11,000 New Yorkers, of over $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency. The lawsuit alleges that the companies targeted immigrant communities, particularly Haitian New Yorkers. Listen to this, in prayer groups and through social media and WhatsApp group chats, with fraudulent promises of high returns on investments, but never actually made the promised profits. An investigation by the Office of the Attorney General, or OAG, found that from 2019 to 2023, listen to this, guys, investors deposited over $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency in Novatech, but only a fraction, less than 26 million, was actually traded on Novatech's cryptocurrency trading platform. Attorney General James seeks to ban AWS Mining, Novatech, and its founders from doing business in New York and to secure disgorgement and damages. So I will give you my take on this in a second. I'm going to actually read through this. Then we will actually read through the complaint. I mean, we just got a lot to cover here, guys. But I want to give you all of the news first, and then we'll go into it with a deeper dive, and I'll give you my take. All right? So continuing on with the article here, thousands of New Yorkers were falsely promised better lives if they simply trusted Novatech and AWS mining with their money. But it was all a lie, said Attorney General James. These cryptocurrency companies targeted immigrant and religious communities with promises of financial freedom, but instead stole their money and drained their life savings. We are seeing the real dangers of unregulated cryptocurrency platforms with schemes like these. But New Yorkers can rest assured that we will use the tools at our disposal to crack down on crypto fraudsters. More than 11,000 New Yorkers from New York City, Westchester, Long Island, and Rockland and Orange counties invested in Novatech and AWS mining and lost tens of millions of dollars. The lawsuit alleges that AWS mining was a fraudulent scheme that claimed to generate high returns for investors by mining cryptocurrency, the process by which specialized computers verify transactions in cryptocurrency and generate new cryptocurrency. AWS mining and its promoters, Cynthia and Eddie Pettion, James Corbett, Martin Zizi, there's Dr. Zizi, and France Ciceron, promised investors 15 to 20% monthly returns, 200% returns on investments within 15 months, and bonuses for recruiting new investors. However, the company did not generate enough returns to pay the promised monthly profits and recruitment bonuses and eventually collapsed in 2019, causing millions of dollars in losses to investors. And that's the AWS mining, guys. After the collapse of AWS mining, Cynthia and Eddie Pettion started their own cryptocurrency company, Novatech, and relied on recruiting new investors with promises of high returns and generous recruitment bonuses. They targeted minority communities, Haitians in particular, prayer groups, WhatsApp group chats, advertisements in Creole, and religious messages that appealed to their faith. They falsely marketed Novatech as a registered hedge fund broker, misrepresented that Novatech was licensed to trade cryptocurrency in the U.S., advertised high profits from trading of approximately 2 to 4% per week, promoted recruitment bonuses, and promised that investors could withdraw their funds and profits at any time. From August 2019 through April 2023, investors deposited over $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency with Novatech. However, only less than $26 million was ever traded on Novatech's trading platform. The lawsuit alleges that throughout the entirety of the scheme, regardless of market conditions, Novatech announced that it paid investors weekly trading profits. However, the weekly profits were made up and the payments came from other investors' money. That's what they're alleging here. Novatech collapsed in May 2023, and tens of thousands of investors were unable to withdraw their cryptocurrency. Through her action, Attorney General James seeks to stop AWS mining, Novatech, and its founders and promoters from engaging in any business related to securities or commodities in New York. Don't worry, Attorney General James. I don't think they're planning to engage in any more businesses. But hey, there you go. Attorney General James is also seeking disgorgement and damages. Yeah, good luck. These unscrupulous companies preyed on vulnerable New Yorkers, exploiting their trust and dreams for financial security, said Assemblymember Clyde Vannell. While cryptocurrency and blockchain technology have the potential to improve financial inclusion and close the wealth gap, the tragic reality is that bad actors continue to misuse these systems for personal gain at the expense of the public. I commend Attorney General James for her relentless pursuit of justice and her continued effort to ensure that New York is a place where the public can feel confident and secure when investing their hard-earned money. Going on, guys, Attorney General James' decisive action against Novatech FX and AWS mining is a significant step in protecting New Yorkers from fraudulent cryptocurrency schemes, which preyed on vulnerable individuals by specifically targeting Haitian and other minority communities, said New York City Council member Farah N. Lewis. These schemes abuse the hopes and trust of our community members, promising high returns and exploiting their faith. By taking this stand, the Attorney General is ensuring that New York addresses the severe harms that such scams inflict on our families, and I applaud this crucial work to protect all New Yorkers from such financial abuse. Most Haitians in the Hudson Valley have walked weeks and months through the jungles of Central American countries to come to America looking for a better future for themselves and their family members, said Renaud Julien, Executive Director, Congbit Ned Lakay, the Haitian American Community Center of Rockland County, President Rockland County, Haiti Relief. Some have even been forced out of Haiti due to violence. They didn't come to America to be taken advantage of. I thank Attorney General James for taking this action to protect all New Yorkers. Neg Lackey is looking for full restitution. Okay. Attorney General James has been a nationwide leader in the effort to protect investors and rein in the cryptocurrency industry. Last month, Attorney General James secured $2 billion for defrauded victims from the cryptocurrency company Genesis Global Capital. In December 2023, Attorney General James secured more than $22 million from KuCoin, one of the largest cryptocurrency trading platforms, for failing to register as a securities and commodities broker-dealer and for falsely representing itself as a crypto exchange. In May 2023, Attorney General James secured $4.3 million from CoinCafe for failing to register as a multi-state coalition, and they recovered $24 million from another cryptocurrency platform called Nexo for operating illegally. Yeah, illegally according to them, right? Whatever's illegal according to the powers that be is illegal. Attorney General James also sued the former CEO of Celsius for defrauding investors and concealing the company's dire financial condition. This matter is being handled by Assistant Attorney General Lauren McDougall and Senior Enforcement Counsel Tanya Tatt, with assistance from Principal Accountant Shalandra Ramadan, legal assistants Natalia Faduva and Letitia Rush, and virtual assistants analyst Nathan Frankovitz, all of the Investor Protection Bureau, Detective Investor Brian Metz of the Investigations Division, and Office Assistant Caprine Lepanzi of the Consumer Frauds Bureau. How about that? Corrine Lepanzi from the Consumer Frauds Bureau. There you go. The Investor Protection Bureau is led by Bureau Chief Shimozo Misawasa and Deputy Bureau Chief Kenneth Haim, and is part of the Division for Economic Justice, which is led by Chief Deputy Attorney General Chris D'Angelo and overseen by First Deputy Attorney General Jennifer Levi. So there's the article, guys. Now we will also get into, let me see if I can get the actual, I can get the actual lawsuit here. Now this thing is 62 pages long, right? So what we need to do is we need to go over the, kind of the meat and potatoes of it. And then I will also share the criminal complaint here with you guys. Hang on one second. All right, so I just shared the complaint, right? So anybody who wants it can get it there. And let's see, let's go on here. So here's a couple of things that should be pointed out about this complaint. First and foremost, it's got Novatech Ltd., Novatech Advisors LLC, AWS Mining, Cynthia Petion, Eddie Petion, Martin Zizi, James Corbett, France Ciceron, NovaPay LLC, King's Multi-Services Agency LLC, Trinity of Success Positive Vision Marketing LLC. So they have singled out some of the higher ranking promoters of Novatech and gotten into them with that. All right, here's another part. So upon establishing Novatech, and this is the language directly from the criminal complaint. Upon establishing Novatech, defendant Cynthia Petion rebranded herself as Reverend CEO, called the Novatech founders the visionaries behind Novatech, and proclaimed to investors that Novatech was God's vision. However, in private chats with defendant Zizi, Cynthia Petion called herself the zookeeper, right? She called her investors a cult and rejected Zizi's suggestion that Novatech was like a country club. In a club, people know what they are signing up for. While in Novatech, people join and follow mindlessly. They don't think, they just agree with everything you say. And this is what Cynthia said. Okay, according to these private chats that they have extracted from Dr. Zizi. So everybody is trying to cooperate. My prediction is no matter, regardless if they cooperate or not, they're going to get into trouble, right? So if they haven't left the United States, which I warned them. I put out a warning months and months ago that you guys needed to leave, right? They're coming for you. But it's funny how, especially people who've never gotten in trouble before, you think it's never going to happen to you. You're wrong. It will happen to you, brother. You are not special, right? So, but isn't that interesting? They have gotten actual texts, actual private messages from Cynthia where she called herself a zookeeper, meaning that everybody, us who are invested in Novatech, are zoo animals, and she called her investors a cult, which I'd have to agree with her on that. But this shows knowledge. This shows that she was knowledgeable about what she was doing, right? She was knowledgeably deceiving people. And then also her saying that in a club, people know what they're signing up for, while in Novatech, people join and follow mindlessly. They don't think, they just agree with everything you say. And that was part of the private chat logs that were taken from Dr. Zizi. Okay? Man, this is a mess. All right. Yet throughout, here's another part of the actual complaint. Throughout the entirety of the scheme, Novatech announced to pay investors positive weekly ROI, even when cryptocurrency markets around the world uniformly plunged in the spring of 2022. On the Novatech portal, investor account balances continued to grow and compound, reaching over $3 billion by May 5th, 2023. Well, that's where they're getting that $1 billion number from, and bearing no relation to the real dollar value of investor cryptocurrency held by Novatech. In June 2022, defendants Petian secretly sold their house in Florida and fled to Panama. Defendant Cynthia Petian wanted everyone to think we're still in Florida and told defendant Zizi to leave the country. They can't serve you if they can't find you. LOL. There's another text message. Shortly after defendants Petian left the U.S., the Novatech scheme began to unravel. In fall of 2022, Canadian and United States securities regulators served cease and desist orders, which we covered that in a great deal here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, on Novatech for selling and promoting unregistered securities and for fraud. By December 2022, a growing number of investors requested to withdraw their funds, and of course, they couldn't pay out because the money was gone. All right. So they stated that Novatech lost its trading platform, Novatech caused devastating losses to its investors, so on and so forth, guys. So there is a lot. There's a lot there, guys, in the complaint. But I gave you everything in here on the actual video. It's posted here, so if you want that, just grab that. Also, guys, please leave me a comment in the comment section here. Let me know if you're hearing the audio well. Let me know if you're seeing the camera okay. I want to make sure that StreamYard is working and that it's not really buggy, because I'm putting out a lot of material here, and I don't want it to just. I don't want to do like 2 hours worth of broadcasting and then turn around and see that it's like the sound quality is bad and that the video quality isn't working, right? And that has happened to me before on StreamYard. So please let me know, guys, if you could. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So let's go on. We do have more to cover. We got to one of the articles. We got to a little bit of the criminal complaint. And I think that the most pertinent thing to see in the criminal complaint is that she did refer to herself as a zookeeper. And she was really, she was really talking down on the investors, right? Sadly. I do have another article to cover with you guys. This is from Market Watch, and the article is titled, "Jesus was the best affiliate marketer in the world. How a Reverend CEO allegedly stole $1 billion in a crypto scam." Now, before we get into this, some of you guys might be wondering if you have a way to recover your money through these proceedings. Well, I think this is mostly for people who live in the state of New York. But what I would do if I were you and I was trying to go down that road, I would contact the Attorney General's office of the state of New York, right? There should be easy forms to fill out online. You can do that online and just explain your situation and say, hey, I'm trying to recover my funds, because I don't think they're going to recover any funds from Cynthia and Eddie. I don't think that they've actually caught them. I mean, if they do catch them, then we'll do a whole expose on that. But they haven't caught Cynthia. They haven't caught Eddie. And the money is gone. That's the other thing that people need to understand. The money's gone. It was paid out to the affiliate marketers. It was paid out in the form of bonuses. It was paid out in the form of ROI. It was paid out in the form of commissions. And then during the crash, when the cease and desist order came out, everybody pulled their money out, and the last little bit of money was taken out, and then the site crashed, and they ran out of money. Now, do Cynthia and Eddie, had they kept some money for themselves? Probably, if they're smart, they did, right? But I don't know. Anyway, this is from Market Watch. Jesus was the best affiliate marketer in the world. How a reverend CEO allegedly stole $1 billion in a crypto scam. Cynthia Petion claimed the idea to start a crypto investing platform came to her while she was brushing her teeth one morning like a vision from God. Never had a vision from God when I was brushing my teeth, but there you go. So she formed Novatech FX in 2019 and declared herself Reverend CEO, pitching her service to church-going members of America's Haitian community, promising returns of up to 200% within a year. Over the next 3 years, investors say Petion and her husband Eddie brought in $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency investments. Woo, man, that's a lot of money. But it was all a scam, a smoothly run Ponzi scheme that targeted tens of thousands of investors, mostly poor immigrants, said New York Attorney General Letitia James, right? Hey, she just took down Donald Trump, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't want Letitia James going after me. Then in 2022, as the scheme was about to collapse, the Petions quietly sold their Florida home and moved to Panama. Soon after, Novatech's FX collapsed, James said. On Thursday, James filed a lawsuit against the Petions and Novatech's top executives, top promoters, right? Top line people, seeking to recover the money that was lost and to bar them from ever selling investments in New York State ever again. Okay. Well, first of all, there's no money there, and then secondly, you don't want me to sell in New York? No problem. I already did my big Novatech thing. I'm already out of the country. I've already got money. I can't ever work in New York again. Oh, cry me a river. It wasn't apparently clear Petion and her husband had retained attorneys. In a message, so it wasn't immediately clear. Was not immediately clear Petion and her husband had retained attorneys. And a message was sent to Cynthia Petion, which wasn't immediately returned. While Cynthia Petion presented herself as a God-fearing shepherd of her investors' money, proclaiming that Jesus was the best affiliate marketer in the world, behind the scenes, she callously dismissed those giving her money as mindless sheep, James said in a suit. People join and follow mindlessly. They don't think. They just agree with everything you say. The suit quoted Petion as telling a deputy and describing herself as a zookeeper, right? So the house of cards is falling down here. Looks like the Reverend CEO was not a true believer after all, according to this. When the deputy told Petion that some people will never see the vision you see in Novatech, the suit quoted her as replying, "They see it when you drive by in that Bentley." Okay? Now, this is connected to the whole prosperity gospel that has infected the American church, right? Where Bentley equals God loves you, right? My Bentley shows you that God has given favor to my life, right? The problem is all the original apostles of Jesus Christ, most of them were poor and most of them died horrible tortures and death for their faith, right? They weren't driving around in Bentley saying this is a sign of my faith in God. Problem is people don't read, right? So you got your nice Bible, but you don't read it. All right. So anyway, James' suit said that the Novatech scam was born out of the ashes of an earlier crypto fraud called AWS mining that fell apart in 2019. In that scheme, James said Petion told investors that their money would be used to finance a crypto mining operation in Paraguay that would generate returns of up to 200% in 15 months. But that too was a Ponzi scheme, according to James, with the money being used primarily to line the pockets of the top people running the scam and to pay out earlier investors. The scheme also targeted members of the Haitian community, James said. Well, with any type of multi-level marketing company or network marketing company, guys, the top people are always the ones making the money, whether it's a scheme or not. It's just how it is. It's how the structure works. As the scheme began to unravel, Petion and some of her top lieutenants began a ploy in which they would pretend to receive a phone call during an investor meeting claiming that the crypto mining facility had caught fire and burned down, the suit said. The defendants used this ruse at multiple investor events, in some cases even showing video of the site purportedly on fire. How do people like this prosper, man? Oh man, it's crazy. But then you got really, really good people who can't even get by month to month. And people like this end up racking in millions of dollars. Tens of millions of dollars were lost as a result of the AWS scheme, the suit said. Following the collapse of AWS, Petion began the new scam, the lawsuit said, this time with a religious theme and more firmly focused on religious Haitians. Guys, this is just evil. The way that it sounds here, the way that they make it sound is just pure evil. Taking out ads in Haitian Creole on social media and on Haitian media platforms, the Novatech scheme offered high returns, claiming the money would be used to invest in cryptocurrencies and the foreign exchange market. Of the nearly $1 billion that came in, James said only about $26 million was ever actually invested. The rest was kept by the high-level operators of the group or to pay out earlier investors, the suit alleged. In 2022, regulators in several states, including Washington and Wisconsin, we covered all of that here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, by the way. If you haven't seen that, go to my Novatech deep dive. I did a whole series on Novatech. Nobody has given you more when it comes to what's going on with Novatech than the Unlimited Freedom Network. Nobody else has done it, right? I've given you everything and then some, right? I've given you the truth, right? No holds barred. So in 2022, regulators in several states, including Washington and Wisconsin, began sending cease and desist orders to the Petions, claiming they weren't licensed investment brokers and couldn't legally solicit investments in those states. The fund also drew the attention of officials in Russia, South Africa, Estonia, Nigeria, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, British Virgin Islands, and multiple provinces in Canada, which all moved to block Novatech FX from operating in their countries. In May 2023, the Novatech scheme collapsed, and investors were no longer able to redeem their money, the suit said. In the suit, James detailed the situations of several New York investors, including a retired bus driver on disability who said she lost $200,000 in the scam. She must not have been watching the Unlimited Freedom Network, because if she would have been watching here, she would have known not to put all that money into Novatech. In all, James said her office had identified 11,000 New York residents who were duped in the scheme. Earlier this year, a number of investors filed a $2 billion civil suit against the Petions, and we did cover that here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, seeking to recoup their money. At the time the suit was filed, Cynthia Petion published a post on Instagram Meta stating that she was working to return all the money that was tied up. Let's see if I can find that. All right, here's her post. And I can probably share that with you guys here. All right, let's go ahead and grab the post. Actually, hang on one second. I have to bring it over to this other tab. Hang on. All right, so here's the post that Cynthia put out. It says, "We would like to inform you that a $2 billion lawsuit has been filed against our company, Novatech. Please be assured that we are taking this matter very seriously and are committed to resolve it in a timely and fair manner. Every day, we are working diligently to address this issue and ensure the continued trust and satisfaction of our customers." What? If your funds are still held within our platform, we encourage you to reach out to us directly so that we can process your payout manually. Okay? So there you go, guys. What do you think? How do we reach out to them directly? And your business and trust are of utmost importance to us, and we appreciate your understanding and cooperation during this challenging period. Should you have any question or require further assistance, please do not hesitate to contact us. And people are saying that this is not her real account, right? Which it may be, it may not be, right? We know that the people in our government definitely are not, they're not too keen on verifying things, right? They make up their own storylines like everybody else. So anyway, let's take this off. And there it is. Now let's go back to the article. We're almost done with it, guys. Every day we are working diligently. Yeah, and that's what I just read to you. The Post read dozens of replies to the Post, said that they have been messaging Novatech for months about their money, but had received no reply. Well, of course. I mean, we all know that, right? Everybody over here on this side of the internet knows what's going on because we've been tracking this since the very beginning, right? So we know what's going on with Novatech. And so that is the latest news, guys. This is a huge move from the Attorney General. But what this shows you is that they're really going after these people at this point. Novatech has not flown under the radar, right? At least it hasn't anymore, and it's getting on the it's getting into all these government agencies. So, what is my take on it? If you have any chance at getting your money back, it's going to be through the government itself. You're not going to get it back from Novatech because Novatech doesn't have it. You're not going to get it back from the Pettyons because the Pettyons don't have it. I think that they need to hide, right? Or else they're going to end up in jail for a long time, right? If they're out of the country, well, that's the first smart thing that they did, but they have to make sure that they go to a non-extradition country, so a country that does not have an extradition agreement with the United States, like the Arab Emirates, United Arab Emirates, somewhere there like Dubai or Qatar, where you're not going to get extradited because they don't have agreements. Right? If you go to Panama, you might end up getting sent back, right? Like Sam Bankman-Fried tried to flee to the Bahamas. Yeah, I'm going to leave the country and go to the Bahamas. Bro, yeah, you're going to get sent back. You have to have you got to go to a country that is its own, that it's its own country and is not beholden to the United States, right? But most countries are, right? The United States is the world superpower. It's the empire that says it's not an empire, right? But it's the empire of our generation, of our time, right? United States of America controls everything, controls everybody, and if they want something, they're going to get it because they got the biggest weapons, they got the best jets. It all comes down to the fact that the United States can annihilate anybody who they want to, and that's why they're the if they're coming after you, what are you really going to do? You better hide, right? So that's the situation there. That is the latest, right, of everything that is going on with Novatech. I think that if the if the Pettyons are smart, they will hide. I don't think that there's any money to be had from them. If anybody's going to get any money out, it's going to be coming from the government itself, right? It's going to be coming from some sort of reimbursement plan from the federal government or from the United States to reimburse your money somehow. Right, it could happen. It's a possibility, but that's where we're at. Okay, and that's where we're at with the Novatech situation. Now, we still have a lot to cover here at the Unlimited Freedom Network for this broadcast. Really, a lot to get into, guys. So I am going to start on that. If you do have anything, just shoot me a comment in the comment section. But we're going to get to that. Right, we're going to get to the all of the comments. Right, that we love to talk about here on the YouTube, right? We're going to get to all of the comments. We're going to respond to all of the lovely people of the internet. Okay, and let's see. How far back do I want to go here? Oh, we'll just go about, I'd say, a week back. We got a lot of sauce going on here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, guys. They really have a lot going on. Lots of comments here. Lots of different videos are coming out on the channel. So I'm very excited about the different places and the different spaces that the channel is going to, and the different segments that we have here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, right? And I appreciate most of all the people who watch the videos, all of you guys, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a channel. So let me let's take a look at some platforms. Bear with me just a second, guys. I know one of these platforms I'm going to do a live withdrawal from. Oh yeah, I can't sign in anymore. I used to have auto sign in, but it doesn't let me auto sign in anymore. Is it still sharing Instagram? Hope not. All right. We're looking good there. Well, here's what we're going to do. All right, so just pulling these up, we're going to get into SavvyBit. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at Polyvera.ai. That's another one that's paying. It's doing pretty good. We're going to look at ValorVest.com, so we'll look at that. We're going to look at Trenos, and then, of course, we will do our breakdown on Asigot. We do our breakdown on Asigot every single Saturday, so we'll do that breakdown. Now, Asigot, for those of you who don't know, Asigot has been in the game for 5 years, right? And they've been actually a paying platform for 5 years. So they're the longest paying cryptocurrency platform out there. Unfortunately, Safe Assets has rugged. So Safe Assets is gone. So we're not going to talk about that one, but we will talk about dividend growth. We'll talk a little bit about Live Good. And we'll talk a little bit about the magic wand, right? All good stuff, guys. So while I get that pulled up, get everything going, that way I'll be able to share my screen with you guys. We want to talk about this too. We just had an awesome trading session this morning on pocket options, so I want to talk to you guys about that as well. And then if we have time, we're going to get to cheaters in the news, and we will get to the comments section at the end. What I did with my phone. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. I got to find my phone. All right. We do it live here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. We do it live. We do it live. All right. So let's see if we can find that. Where would it be? Social media, I guess. This is funny. All right, guys. Let's get into it. Let me go ahead and pull up this. Let me fix this. All right. Let's jump over here. And first one we're going to get into is, first and foremost, SavvyBit. Let's look at it. So SavvyBit has been doing its thing in the market, guys. This has been around for a couple of days now. Let's take a look at the screen. So yeah, it's been online for 7 days. They brought in $256,000. They've sent out 10,000 in withdrawals. Okay, here's their investment plans. They've got the starter plan, the growth plan, and the gold plan. So the starter plan, it's a minimum of $50, right? And they do 7% a day for 20 days. Okay, and then you have the growth plan, which that one is a minimum of 3,000 to get into that, and they do 9% a day for 20 days. Okay, and then you have the gold plan, which that one is 5,000 to get into. they do 18.3% for 12 days. The thing I like about the gold plan is that you get your money, your seed money back in like 5 or 6 days, right? So it's not a lot of like time that you have to have the platform to last. You just have to have it last for like 6 or 7 days to get your seed money back. And then anything after that is pure profit. And we don't know how long it's going to last. I mean, if they've got some of these $5,000 plans out there and they've been around for 7 days already, that means a lot of people have broken even. And if there's not new money coming into this thing, then it's going to be, it's just going to run out of money, right? So there you go. And so that's what's going on with SavvyBit. It's an arbitrage trading company, right? And so what they're doing is arbitrage trading, which is where you just kind of go from one crypto exchange to another, and you make little minuscule gains by buying and selling on different exchanges. That's basically what arbitrage trading is. So that's what they say that they're doing. That's the plans that they have, right? So that is SavvyBit. Now also Polyvera, maximize your earnings with advanced trading bots. This one's cool because it's actual trading bots that you get. There's no like extra fees or anything to get the bots. You just choose the amount of money that you want to put into the trading bot, and then you get percentages based on the amount of money you put in. And when you sign up for this, guys, the links to all these are in my description. When you sign up for it, it shows you before you put any money in, it shows you exactly what you're going to get back and exactly how long it's going to take, right? And it just varies depending on how much you put in, depending on the crypto that you want to trade with. So Bitcoin's going to have different numbers than Tether USDT, than Ethereum, right? And so it all depends on how you plug it in. So you have to sign up. You go over to the left-hand side, you say activate bot, you click on the arbitrage bot, and then you just plug in your parameters, how long you want to have the investment, how much crypto you want to put in, what kind of crypto you want to put in. And then on the other side of the screen, it's going to show you what it's going to spit out depending on what you put in, right? So, and this one's doing good, guys. This one has been, I've taken multiple withdrawals from this. So everything's working out fine with it. Now, this one is ValorVest, right? ValorVest is invest smart, grow fast, real estate reimagined. Okay, so this one has been online for 11 days. You've got this huge number of deposits and withdrawals over here. And what they do is they give you real estate properties that you can invest in the country of Georgia. The two cities are Batumi and Tbilisi, right? So you got the Batumi Vista Ventures. You can get into that for $50. You got the Adjara Eco Expansion. You can get into that for $1,000. And actually, let me log into this so I can show you, because you have to log in to actually see the percentage gains that you can get. So let me do that really quick. Let's go back to StreamYard, and we will stop presenting for 1 second while I log into this. Polyvera. Polyvera.ai. Yeah, so I had a program that would allow me to just click on log in, and it would automatically put in my username and password, right? But the program, it's called NordPass. The program updated itself the other day, and now it doesn't autofill anymore, right? So now I have to put in a separate username and a separate password, because I have separate passwords on everything because I've been hacked, right? I've been hacked so many times from being in the space. When you're in the crypto space and you put yourself out there, you're opening yourself up to get hacked. And I've been hacked multiple times. But the point is, now I have to actually go and every single time put in the username and the password. And it's I'm dealing with it. Password's incorrect. Wait, that can't be right. Let's try this again. See, and this is what happens now, because now I've forgotten the passwords, and it's all bad. It's all bad. Okay, so this is what. Oh no, that's why. I plugged in the wrong thing. What's this thing called? ValorVest. ValorVest it is. All right, that was user error on my part. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. I just don't understand. I guess they did it so that nobody can just randomly sign in if they're on my computer, but it really makes it a lot less user friendly than it was. Okay, so let's see what I have that's withdrawable in this. All right, so I've got $29 withdrawable. I don't know why they want me to share this. It's like, does that just make you want to sign up? I'm going to withdraw $29. Does that make you guys want to sign up? I don't know. But the people at ValorVest are like, share a withdrawal, share a real withdrawal. Okay, you want me to share $29 of withdrawal? Woohoo. Is that going to get everybody to sign up for your thing? But whatever. So I'm going to do it because I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy, ValorVest. I'm going to do what you're asking me to do because I'm a good boy. All right, so let's share the screen. We will go share ValorVest. Where is ValorVest? I don't see ValorVest. Wow, it's not there. Let's try this again. Ah, there it is. All right, so there's my $29, right? I've got 24 available of USDT TRC20. I'm going to go ahead and click request withdraw. I'm going to request $24. Request. And confirm. There you go. Live withdraw for you. How about that? Go sign up now. I did a live withdrawal, so that means you're going to sign up, right? Right. That's the idea. That's the idea, ValorVest. Show a live withdrawal. Okay. All right, let's stop this. All right, but let me give you, okay, so now we did a live withdrawal, so there you go. My withdrawal request has been successfully saved. So let me go ahead and go into my crypto wallet to let you know when I get my live withdrawal. Let me know when you get, I'm going to let you know when I get my live withdrawal in my crypto wallet. All right, now I'm going to actually bring you in here so I can show you what they do for real. Okay, so they got these properties that you can invest in, right? And this is it's an interesting platform, guys, because you can, they've got two cities in the country of Georgia, Batumi and Tbilisi, right? This one is the Vista Ventures. You get 3% a day, and you can get into this for as low as $50. That's awesome. It's a 30-day deal. You've also got the Eco Expansion, 4% daily. You can get into it for $1,000. That's a 30-day deal, right? You've got the Maritime Edge Investments. You can get into this one, and it gives you 180%. Right? It's a 10-day deal, and you get into that for $2,500. You've also got Black Sea Residential Portfolio, 250% profit, $5,000, 5-day investment. Okay, so these are all of the things that you can get in the city of Batumi. You've also got the city of Tbilisi over here. This is Urban Pioneer, 3.5 daily, $500. Tbilisi Transit Gateway, 4.5% daily, $1,500. Capital Connect Commerce, 200% daily, $3,000, 10 days. Okay. Caucasian Metropolitan Mix. Profit is 300%. Minimum deposit, $6,000, 5 days. Right? So that's crazy. Let's look at the calculator on that. This is the Caucasian Metropolitan Mix. Let me find it. And you're going to do 6,000. All right. So your total profit is going to be $18,000 in 5 days. Man, and if people are doing that, how long can ValorVest keep it up? That's the question, because that's a lot of ROI, man. That's a lot of money. And that's one of the reasons why I like the crypto space. Yes, the crypto space is risky. All of that is true. The crypto space is dangerous. Yes, the crypto space is risky. Yes, I get that. But nowhere else in the world can you make these kinds of returns. So to me, it's kind of worth the risk, right? Because the ones that we do hit a home run on, we hit like a grand slam on them, man. They just do huge amounts of ROI, and then eventually do they fizzle out? Yeah, sometimes they do, right? But man, it's just worth it to lose in a couple of these in order to hit big on a couple of them, because the reward so far outweighs the risk when you do it the right way, right? Trenos, your digital assets growth partner. Now, this one just switched domains. It got kicked out of Trenos.com and it switched over to Trenos.io, right? So the domain here is Trenos.io, okay? And you see that they used a picture of me there. See that? You know it. And Pioneer plan is 1.5% a day for 20 days. Momentum plan, 40 days, 2.15%. Prestige plan, 60 days, 2.95%. Right? You can get into this one for $25. This one's $1,000, and this one is $5,000. Okay. Now, I also want to touch on my favorite D app in the world, which is this one, Magic Wand. I have deposited $185 in this. I make 93 cents a day. My daily interest is 0.5%, and I've withdrawn $32.25. Right? I've got 832 withdrawable right now, so I could withdraw some earnings if I wanted to right now. But Magic Wand is the Magic Wand is inspired by the greatest existing and past ROID apps to bring the best features for our community. The Magic Wand is a 100% decentralized investment platform built on the BNB Smart Chain. It offers a 0.5% fixed daily interest rate based on an individual's total deposit amount. Okay, so it does 5.5% forever. So as long as this D app lasts, they're going to be doing 0.5%. Okay, guys. So it's an awesome opportunity, I think, and hopefully it'll last a long time. Okay, so we hit Polyvera, we hit SavvyBit, we hit ValorVest, and we hit Trenos. All right. So the next couple ones that I want to get into are some of the better, more long-term plays. And I want to talk about those a little bit. And the first one that I want to talk about is Asigot. Okay, Asigot. So let me go ahead and pull up the webinar roadmap. All right, guys. So this is the Asigot presentation, guys. We do this every single week on Saturdays. Every Saturday, we do a presentation on Asigot. And it's not a long one, but hopefully it will give you everything you need to know about this platform, because Asigot is the only platform in the crypto space that has been operating for 5 years. It's been in the space for 5 years, and it's been paying for 5 years. Okay? No other crypto platform has done that, right? We were talking earlier today on the show, we were talking about Novatech, right? And they lasted 4 years before they rugged out. So what you have to understand about this, guys, is that a little bit about my story. My name is Vaughn Morrill. In case you don't know me, I've been in the crypto space for a long time. I've dealt with platforms that come. I've dealt with platforms that go. Okay, and I've never seen a platform that's done it like Asigot, that's lasted for 5 years and that's paid for five years. I've been parts of a lot of platforms. We've had a lot of ups and downs in the space. Okay. But my experience, guys, and last year I wanted to find some programs that were going to be hopefully more long-term and hopefully more stable, right? And Asigot is one of those. And it's my top play right now. Asigot's my top program in the space. I've just had a really good experience with it, right? And so what we want to do is we want to go over the deposits, right? They have deposit plans. They have crypto staking plans, and they have an awesome affiliate plan. So I want to make sure that we get into all of that. But the main thing that you have to understand about Asigot is that it has reliability in the space because it's been around for so long. And they're showing no signs of stopping or slowing down. Okay, they've got some really great opportunities. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the screen share now, and we're going to look at what Asigot is all about. All right, so this is Asigot, guys. Stability proven over time. And what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the investment section. And the first thing we're going to look at is their deposit plans. Okay. So they have a 0.55% daily plan, 0.55% to 0.65% a day. It pays on working days, Monday through Friday. It's a 30-day period, and you can get in between $50 and $500. Okay. That's the Easy Start plan. They also have a profitable asset plan. Guys, this plan pays profit per day from 0.7% to 1.1% a day. Okay. It's a 60-day long plan. It goes from $500 to $5,000. You can get the profitable asset plan. This is also the max profit plan. All right. And this plan does from 1.1% a day to 1.5% a day. It pays for 90 days. And it gives you have to get in from $5,000 to $50,000, right? So these are the basic deposit plans where you can just deposit money with the platform and get daily ROI Monday through Friday, right? But Asigot also has crypto staking. Look at these numbers. You can get up to 36% a month for staking your crypto with Asigot. I have an Ethereum stake with Asigot. So my Ethereum in itself has gone up because we just had good news on Ethereum when they got the green flag from the SEC in the United States to make Ethereum have the ability to be an exchange traded fund. And when that happened, my Ethereum grew in value, and I still got paid daily on my staking. So when you stake crypto in Asigot, not only does your crypto grow in value if the crypto grows, but you also get paid each and every day on top of that, a percentage gain for staking that particular crypto. What that means is Asigot is literally paying you to put your crypto into their platform. So you put your crypto into their platform, they're going to pay you daily for doing so. And that's not just Monday through Friday. That's every single day of the week, right? So the crypto staking on here is phenomenal, guys, phenomenal. Now, let me show you something else before we get off of the crypto staking. They've also got the newer coins that are poised to grow. They've got Internet Computer. They've got Optimism, Starknet, Arbitrum, Immutable, and SUI. Now, SUI is supposed to be the crypto coin that's going to come out and give Sol a run for its money. We'll see if that happens or not, but either way, you can stake that here and not only grow your crypto, but get paid on your crypto on top of that. Let me show you the calculator, right? Let me just go on ahead and show you the calculator, right? Let's look at this, guys. Let's look at an XRP. How about a Ripple? All right. Now, first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to get the Ripple to USD numbers, right? So one Ripple is 49 cents USD. So let's say I wanted to stake $5,000 worth of Ripple. All right, let me copy that number. So we're going to stake $5,000 worth of Ripple. We're going to stake it for 180 days. And that's going to give me, now, my Ripple will grow or not grow. The Ripple's going to do what the Ripple does. But on top of that, I'm going to make $44 a day, and I'm going to have a total at the end of the period. Now, remember, this started out at $5,000. At the end of the period, I'm going to have almost $8,000 just from staking my crypto. And you can do that with any coin, right? Any crypto coin that you want to. You can stake Bitcoin if you want to. Ethereum, BNB, XRP, all of the coins, even down to these new players that are supposed to be popping off. And those are for the speculatory crypto people who like to speculate on the new coins and make those big profits when they blow up. Kind of crypto pump and dump type stuff. But you know, XRP ain't going to pump and dump. Ethereum ain't going to pump and dump. Bitcoin ain't going to pump and dump. At least they're not going to dump down to zero. Let's look at the affiliate program. All right, so of course, there's going to be an affiliate program here, guys. And the cool thing about this affiliate program is you do not have to have a personal deposit in Asigot in order to share Asigot and make money. So you don't have to have money to share this program. You could sign up for it. You can find somebody who has money. And if they invest under you, you will get a 3% commission on their investment. That's right here. Rank 1, you don't need any deposit. You don't need any team turnover. You can get a 3% commission on line 1. Rank 2, now you've got $50 of your own money in there. You get a 4% commission. Rank 3, you've got $100 of your own money and $1,000 of team volume. You get 5% commission. Rank 4, now you've got 200 in, 2,500 TV, 6% on line 1, 0.5% on line 2. That means you've got a second line opened up. So not if they directly sign up under you, but if somebody comes up and signs up under them, right? The person who signed under you, now you go down another line. Rank 5, you got 500 in the platform, 10,000 TV, 7, 1, and 0.5, plus you get a $150 bonus. Rank 6, 1,000 in the platform, 25K in TV, 8, 1, and 1, plus a $500 bonus. Rank 7, 2,500 in there, 50 in TV, 9, 1.5, and 1, plus a $1,000 bonus. Rank 8, 5,000 in the platform, 100K TV, 10, 2, and 1, $5,000 bonus. Rank 9, you got 10 Gs in the platform, 500,000 TV, 11, 2.5, 1.5, you get a $15,000 bonus. You hit rank 10, you got 25K in of your own money, plus $1 million team, 12% on line 1, 3% on line 2, 2% on line 3, plus you get a $25,000 bonus, right? So what did we talk about? I've been in the space for a long time. I've seen a lot of platforms come and go. Asigot is the longest paying platform that I have seen in the space. We talked about the deposit plans. You can just do deposit plans and get paid Monday through Friday. We talked about the crypto staking plans. You can stake your crypto, park your crypto, grow your crypto, get returns every single day just for having your crypto staked in there. And we talked about Asigot's affiliate plan. You can make large sums of money just from sharing the opportunity. So guys, this is today's update on Asigot. Not a long one on Asigot, but you know what? We hit everything that needs to be hit, right? And you got all the information in one place. So I really appreciate you guys. If you need anything, just shoot me a comment. And we'll see you guys on the next update, which is going to be right now. So let me go ahead and go over to our next one. And this is going to be dividend growth. All right. Now, dividend growth is real simple, guys. You just get 0.65% daily accruals plus a 2% affiliate commission, right? So you earn 0.65% daily on whatever you put in there, and you just get a flat out 2% affiliate commission. And this thing has been going on for a long time, 2 years, right? So 2 years in the space. Let's take a look at it, guys. I think if I go to the About page, it will show some interesting things. Yeah, so check it out. Days online, 733, right? Here's the number of accounts. Here's the number of deposits. It's an infinite dividend platform, the opportunity to grow your money. We are all well entrenched in various global markets, be it Forex, commodities, crypto, swaps, exotics, structured products, etc., which gives your investment a massive edge over other options. Our experts with over 10 years of experience are always on the lookout for opportunities spread across time horizons, with ultra short-term investment vehicles to mid and long-term asset appreciation. Not just this, our quantitative models offer bespoke investment products that are well suited to all client needs. We invite you to join us and experience the best in-class returns on your capital. We welcome you to the peak alpha world of dividend growth. How about that? All right, so moving on. Pocket option. We were doing some crypto trading this morning, and make sure, if you haven't done so, that you check out my other channel, Morpheus Crypto Trader, right? I have another YouTube channel called Morpheus Crypto Trader. It's a full-blown trading channel where we talk about binary options trading strategies. And I give you free game every single day, live trading, right? Every day. Well, most days. You know, if the market's crappy, then I don't trade that day. But live trading, I show you how to do it. I talk you through it. Plus, my trading courses are available. So, I mean, there's just no more that I can do. That's my way of giving back to the world, right? And showing you that this is just an awesome opportunity, because once you learn the strategies that I teach, you can make a lot of money. And pocket options not going to rug pull, guys. The markets aren't going to rug pull. Now, if you sign up for Pocket Option using my link, you get a 50% bonus when you sign up. That means if you fund it with $2,000, you get $3,000 to trade with. If you fund it with $1,000, you get $1,500 to trade with. So on and so forth. The link is in the description. Plus, the link to my trading courses are in the description. Just this morning, we did a 13% gain in 5 minutes, guys. 13%. Right? That's not 0.55%. That's not 3%. That's not 1.5%. That's 13% in 5 minutes just from implementing a couple of simple strategies that I teach. Just do yourself a favor and check it out, because there's just, this is a life-changing opportunity. When you learn how to trade, it'll change your life. Just flat out. My life has never been the same since I learned how to trade. Right? Just the amount of time freedom, financial freedom, the ability to do things for my family, the ability to travel when I want to travel. To be in such a position in life where there's enough. Right? It's not to get rich. It's not to become like a freaking like million, billion, gajillionaire. It's just to have enough. Right? And it's been great for me because I can't get a normal job, right? As a convicted felon, I can't even work at McDonald's, right? So I had to learn certain skills, right? That's why I got into crypto, right? That's why I got into trading, right? That's why I got into all of that. I was one of the top producing insurance brokers in the United States, not just in a state, in the United States, licensed in all 50 states. And I broke the law, right? I didn't do anything financially wrong. My crime was a violent crime. I broke the law, went to prison, and I lost everything. Everything except for my life. And man, so I had to learn something, right? I had to learn how to do something. I couldn't, you don't want to go back and do crime because you go back to jail. Right? But that's what a lot of people have. They have that recidivism because you can't get a regular job when you come out. Right? So what do? You just got to do something, right? You got to, what do they expect us to do? But, what can you do but laugh about it? If you don't laugh about it, you're going to cry about it. Right? So you may as well just laugh about it. But learning how to do this, guys, it changed my life. And it's awesome. And, we like I said, we do it every day. You can see the video over there today. We did 13%. So definitely check that out. Also, I still am a fan of Live Good, and I still use their products, right? They got great products. Let me show you some of the new stuff that they got out. Let's see. They just came out with this hormonal balance for women, so that's cool. Plus, they got the children's multivitamin gummies. They got lean body composition for those of us out there who need to lose weight. Now, I use this creatine for muscle growth. I use the essential oils. I use this energy endurance, the E3. It's awesome stuff. I use the organic coffee, super red, super greens. Basically, if you look at these prices, like let's look at the super reds. The price is $18 for a member. Guys, this stuff costs $49.95 if you go to Walgreens and try to get it, or if you get it at a GNC or something like that. So the health products here are high quality, and the cost is low cost. Right? Which is why it's such a good business, because, it's not hard to sell, because anybody who is into health would be into these products and they would save a whole lot of money with it. Right? I save money with it and I use the products all the time. Right? So I'm still rolling with Live Good. There we go. I just changed the screen over. So once again, let me show you those. Hormonal balance for women here, multivitamins for children, children's multivitamin gummies, right? They got the lean body composition. This is the creatine. I take the creatine. E3 energy, coffee, super red, super greens. You got the plant-based protein. Plus, they have whey protein now for people who are trying to get those big muscle growth, right? So they have something for everybody. And like I said, it's the highest quality products at the lowest possible prices. And that's why they're the number one network marketing company in the world, right? For 2 years straight, they've been the number one because they're just doing things the right way. Right. I mean, when you sign up, not only can you get the products, but you get your own store. Right. So you've got your own personal store to where it's an online store, just like you're looking at right now. And if you share your store with other people and then they order product, then you get paid commissions on the products that they order. right? So it's just it's all around good thing for everybody. All right, so that's what's going on right now with the space, with the passive income space. Let me hit some of the comments. D says everything is good. Mr. Adirin, your sound quality is working well. Thank you. And Darren just saw you were live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can go back and watch what you missed later. But yeah, we're here. We're live here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. We went over the Novatech situation, which is Novatech is being sued by the Attorney General in New York, right? And there's big movement happening. Not only Cynthia and Eddie, but also Dr. Azizi and some of the other top leaders at Novatech are being sued. We went through that entire thing. We broke down the criminal cases. We broke down the criminal complaints. We found out some behind the scenes secret private text messages that came from Cynthia Petion, where she referred to us all as zoo animals, our investors, and said that we're mindless idiots and sheep. And she referred to herself as a zookeeper, right? And it basically admitted to defrauding her investors, right? Which is brand new news, right? And so that's come out. We hit that whole thing. Then we went over the paying platforms, right? We talked about SavvyBit, Polyvera, Valervest, Trenos, Magic Wand. We went into a deep dive into Asigot. We talked about dividend growth, pocket option, Live Good. So we got a lot of stuff, and we're doing good on time, and we're about to roll right into our cheaters in the news segment. So this is a segment here at the Unlimited Freedom Network where we talk about the relationship problems of people out here in the year 2024. Right? We go over some entertaining, funny stories, and this is the cheaters in the news segment that we're going to cover, and this is a letter from a let's see. Let me see who this is from. Accuse me of massaging my toys, help. All right, no, let's not do that one. Let me find something else. If I look at this, if you send something in and I can't understand what it says, nothing I can do. Nothing I can do there. There's some weird stuff out there, guys. Yeah, this one's right up my alley. Oh, here we go. All right, so this is coming in from a female. Her partner, and she's a 26-year-old female, and her partner's a 26-year-old male. Okay. My 26-year-old male partner told me that in our 7 years together, he's never been happy. How should I handle this? Okay, just wrap your mind around that for a second. Okay, my 26-year-old male partner told me that in our 7 years together, he's never been happy. How should I handle this? Okay, my partner and I have been having some issues lately. Last night, he told me he's never been happy while in the relationship. He told me, yes, there have been happy moments, but his baseline isn't happy. Okay, it's just neutral and has always been. His therapist, here we go, the guy seeing a therapist, so there's red flag number one. His therapist asked him what happiness would look like in our relationship, and he's been thinking on it and hasn't been able to come up with anything. This broke my heart. We communicate well most of the time. I always try to be honest and tell him what's on my mind. I think his neutral feeling is symptomatic of something deeper than our relationship, but I'm still hurting. He's been saying he needs therapy since he started dating. I asked him to see someone, but he always put it off. Oh, so yeah, you asked him to see someone. That's red flag number two. And now I feel like we're getting to a breaking point, and I'm so scared that our relationship might end because of issues that aren't solely the fault of our relationship. This is the first time our relationship has been shaky. We were engaged, but I no longer feel comfortable wearing my ring. or calling him my fiance after he said that he is scared and no longer wants to get married soon. He says he still wants to in the future, but just needs time. They've been together 7 years, and this guy needs time. Just the other month, we were talking children and making long-term plans. I'm in therapy now. Oh, God. So, but I'm not sure it's helping yet. I just feel lost and unsure of how I should feel and what to do. Well, let's crack into it. All right. So first and foremost, if he told you he's never been happy in the relationship, I mean, if somebody said that to me, I'd be out. I'd be like, okay, so we've been together 7 years. You're not happy in the relationship. See ya. Right? I mean, I'd be out. Life is too short. There are too many people in the world, right? To waste it on somebody that's not happy in the relationship, and you can't make him happy, right? This person has to find happiness on his own, right? That is up to him, right? That's not up to you. That, you're not going to make somebody happy, that it just does. Life doesn't work like that, right? And people spend their whole relationship trying to make the other person happy, spin their wheels, never end up getting it done. And it's a draining energy suck, right? So you're not gonna. I mean, you shouldn't even be. I mean, you can try. You can be a nice person. You can be good in the relationship, but his happiness is not your responsibility. That's his responsibility. Okay, and he's going to a therapist. I mean, I don't know, man. You really want to be with a guy that's going to a therapist? I mean, that just doesn't sound very manly to me. Like, I don't see like that. That's a bad red flag, right? The guy's going to a therapist. Now he's saying he's not happy in the relationship. This is just all bad. It's bad all the way around, So the good part about this is you guys are only 26 years old. So, I mean, you've been together, since you were 19? If you've been together 7 years? Well, the guy's he's probably too young to really know what he wants anyway, right? And so it's probably a blessing in disguise, to be honest with you. So this broke my heart, right? We communicate well most of the time. Yeah, and the thing is, you care for this guy, but it doesn't seem like he has the same feelings towards you, right? Or else he wouldn't be saying this type of stuff. He said he needs therapy since you started dating. Maybe he just needs to be in a different relationship, right? Maybe he's just not happy in the relationship, right? Maybe it's something that therapy's not going to solve. And then you did the worst thing you could possibly do. Now you're going to go to therapy and get your brain all twisted up in a pretzel. Life is not really that hard, right? We've made life really hard and complicated, right? Because people have to have a job. Somebody goes to school. They get their psychology degree. They become a therapist. Now they got to find clients. So of course, they're going to say you need therapy because they need a client. They need your money. Why does a 26-year-old female and a 26-year-old male need therapy? Why? Come on. You haven't been around. You haven't lived long enough to need therapy. Okay, you're babies. we're 26 and we need therapy. That is just a sad state of affairs in our society today, right? This whole therapy thing is just it's just a mind. They twist your mind all up into pretzels and they mess you all up, and it's just terrible. So we're at a breaking point. Oh, you've been at a breaking point. See, here's the thing. He's been saying he needs therapy for 7 years. Now he's saying he's not happy in the relationship. Why are you subjecting yourself to staying with a person who's not happy in the relationship? There are billions of people in the world. You're a 26-year-old female. There's probably a ton of guys, right, who are not in therapy, right, who would like to have a go at you, and who would like to give you a try, right, who would like to take you out on a date, right? But no, you want this guy who's never been happy and he needs therapy. That it ain't gonna. Let me just tell you something. if him being in therapy is not drying you up now, it will pretty soon, because that is a feminine thing for him to be doing, right? Going to see a therapist. I mean, is he getting his manicure and pedicure after he's done with the therapist, right? I mean, it's just it it's not it's just not going to give you the type of masculine energy that you need in your relationship. Unless you like being with another woman, right? Unless that's what does it for you, right? But this guy sounds to me like a wuss, right? He sounds like a wuss. He sounds like he's in therapy. He sounds like he's weak, and he just sounds like he doesn't know if he's happy or not. I mean, what kind of a man is this? Right? This is not a man, right? This is a sad, pathetic, waste of humanity at this point, right? God bless him. I hope he gets better, man. I do. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to judge the guy here, but just from what I'm reading, it just doesn't sound like he's a very masculine, manly person. And I don't know why you would want him to see somebody, right? Unless there's something wrong with him. And yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be so scared that your relationship might end. You're young. Well, I mean, you're not young for a female. He's young for a male, right? This thing of male and female is different. Male can keep going until they're 60, 70 years old. You know what I mean? Males can. I knew a guy who was like 90 something years old and he had a kid who was like 5. You know what I mean? So males can just go on, but females, yeah, you're getting up there. 26. You need to. I mean, if this isn't going to work with this guy, then you better get working on something that is going to work, right? You better start working on something else, because yeah, your clock is ticking there as a 26-year-old female. Your clock is ticking. Okay, because once you start getting into the 30s, now you're in the realm of the upper 30s. You're in the realm of was it orthopedic? Not orthopedic. It's geriatric pregnancy, when you could start having complications in pregnancy because you're older, right? So yeah, look, yeah, 7 years, that sucks. That sucks that you wasted. Well, I mean, maybe I don't want to say wasted, but you got 7 years of experience with this guy, right? Now it's time to now it's time to end it. I mean, I don't see why you would be with somebody like this. I mean, I wouldn't. Like, if I was with a woman who said that, oh, I'm not happy in our relationship. I've never really been happy in our relationship. That would be like one of the last things she ever said to me at this point in my life, because I don't got time for that. Right? I can find somebody who will be very happy, right, in a relationship. All right, so there's where we're at. I don't think I need to get into any further than that. But this thing is not heading in a good direction. You're both in therapy. I mean, I think probably the worst mistake you guys could make right now is continue with this thing, because it just doesn't look like it's going to get any better from what I'm reading on here. Okay. So there's our cheaters in the news segment here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. We didn't actually have any cheating in that one, but we do have a serious issue in this particular relationship. Let's jump into some of the comments. Get into the comment section. Comment section segment here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, and see what we got. So let me take this back just a few days. All right, so we got somebody. When I first put out a video on SavvyBit, I talked about a new high-paying platform called SavvyBit that pays up to 18% a day. And somebody said to me, how is there a total withdrawal amount on day 0? Well, that's very simple, guys. Referral commissions, right? So even on day 0, the very first day of a platform, if you're sending out referrals, right, then you know what I mean? You're going to get referral commissions, right? So that's how they can have people making withdrawals on day 0, because they've got referral commissions from sharing the website with others. I appreciate you, Darren. That's absolutely right, man. I'd be out. I would be outro. You would not see me anymore. All right, let's go back to see what else we got. Yeah, so that's how you can get a withdrawal amount on day 0, guys. Referral commissions. All right. So this is this is a response to my ex-felon reacts to the Trump conviction from one convicted felon to another. This guy says, "Yeah, guy, Trump is a criminal. Like it or not, you guys want a convicted criminal to be president. If Trump wins, get ready because this is opening Pandora's box like you would not believe." Well, let me say a couple things to you here, sir. First off, I'm not a proponent of Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, right? I don't support anybody, right? I am not political, right? I am a criminal, right? I am a convicted felon, and I can never be anything else, right? That's the perspective that I want to share. Once you're a felon in the eyes of the world, you're always a felon, right? And so that's the whole thing I was saying on that video is now we got to hear convicted felon, convicted felon, convicted felon, convicted felon. Every time we turn on the news, he's a convicted felon. We're president's a convicted felon. He's running for president as a convicted felon. And it's just like, it just reminds you that no matter what you do, once you become a convicted felon, no matter what you do, you can never, ever become normal again in the eyes of society. And that was my point. So obviously, sir, you didn't watch the whole video, right? You just got on here, you watched a little bit, and you put this comment out there. And as for your comment about opening Pandora's box, let me tell you something, brother. Pandora's box is already open, right? You know, I'm just hoping that I can get out of this country, right? Because eventually I do want to move out of the United States. I do want to live abroad, and I hope I'm able to do that before we have an all-out shutdown of the airports because there's a civil crisis right here in the United States because of all this craziness. All right. So somebody asked for where is my link to register. So all the links are in the description, guys. If you want to register to anything, just go to the description of the video. Underneath the video, there will be a description to the video. Click that description, click more info. It'll open up a drop-down menu. You get the links there. This person commented on a Asigot. He says a Asigot is the only one that's been around and it's the last to go away. How much more will they last? I'm not sure. I said, well, look, man, they must have a profitable business going on to keep paying returns like they do. And that's just the truth, right? You can't, if you have a profitable business, but if you have a profitable business going on behind the scenes, then you can make the returns. So you can continue doing the payouts. The people who have a problem are those who don't actually have any business at all. And they're just raking in money and then paying out the new people with the old people's money. Somebody says on C12, I am tired. They need to give that website script a coffin and lay it to rest. They're tired of all the C12s coming out. All right. What else do we got? Polyvera, what is the minimum to invest? I believe the minimum to invest on Polyvera is $50. Somebody said on the Trump video, you are never an ex-felon because I said ex-felon reacts. Yes, I'm never an ex-felon, and the world never lets me forget that I'm not an ex-felon. Thank you for the comment. All righty. Somebody asked me if the Ultimo card is still working. Yep, the Ultimo card is working. I'm still using the Ultimo card. It's great, man. I mean, especially if you do a lot of business in crypto like I do, it's worth it. Because if you're just using it as like a fun thing to have, it might not be worth it to you because it does cost about $600 to get the card. But if you really go through a lot of finances in crypto and you're really got a lot of crypto turnover like I do, the Ultimo card is a must have, right? Because it just allows you to put your crypto on a card and go to the bank and literally cash it out as cash. Hello. I mean, it's so convenient. It's really perfect for what I do. All right. So apparently Trenos is saying it had a tech issue. Yeah. I thought that Trenos was a complete rug pull, but it was not. It did have a tech issue. And it is back up as Trenos.io. So, well, it's never a good sign when a platform like gets kicked off of its domain. That's never a good sign. Right. So we'll just have to see how everything works out with that. Hourly pay. That was fun for like 2 days. Yes, safe assets rug pulled, man. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? Safe assets had just celebrated its 3-year birthday. And they rugged. We got a lot of comments on my Wes Watson reaction. If you missed that, Wes Watson went off on this guy, and he treated this guy. He was on a panel with another guy, and Wes Watson's a big prison to world guru on like YouTube and stuff like that. Big ripped, roided out guy, and he just went full prison mode on this guy on a panel, and I broke it down. It was hilarious video. But I got a lot of comments on that one. Somebody saying he's a South Park character. Funny stuff, guys. All right, this person says, thanks for the update. Have you looked into X12 trading or Stake 14? Would be good to get your take on these platforms before I consider. Given the recent rug pulls from C12 version 2 and 3, daily income, I'm going to do some cloud mining via ARC mining and AST mining to recover some ROI while waiting to see how ValorVest, SavvyBit, and Polyvera pans out. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I just think that they're good. They're high yips, man. I mean, you got to, with a high yip, you got to get into it real fast, and you got to be really, really willing to lose your money, man. Because when stuff is paying like 14% a day or 12% a day or whatever 18% a day, it's just how are they going to last a long time, right? It just stands to reason that they're not going to last that long. So you got to get in early, and you got to have a plan. Just don't go in without a plan, right? So, Darren, have you tried to get expunged? Well, for me, at this point, I made international news. So no matter what happens to me, I would have to not only get the expungement, which would be about $7,000, then I would have to pay a company $40,000 to bury me in the internet, meaning they put so much other crap on top of my name that it buries the news, right? Because I made international news when I committed my felonies. And so there's $47,000, and I've already lost my licenses, and that's a completely different department. So even if I do get expunged and try to go back, they'll go, no, we already took them away. We're not going to renew. Right, we're not gonna let you have it back. So it would just, to me, that's a waste of money. And I'm completely, I wouldn't say comfortable, but I'm completely at peace with who I am. Right, I feel sorry for my kids. Right, my kids are gonna have to go through it one day. And that's just gonna have to be something that just is what it is, man. But for me, I'm pretty much at peace with who I am, with my story. I've had highs in my life, I've had lows in my life. I'm a real human being. I've made mistakes, and so I don't feel. The thing is, it's a lot of legal expenses, and it really wouldn't make that much of a difference, right? Because you can't unmake it happen, right? You can try to bury it. You can try to get it expunged. You can try to do all this, but at the end of the day, it still happened, and the world still remembers, no matter what. So that's how that is. All right, so let's see what else we got going on. This person said he's going to try to get cash back at the grocery store with the Ultimo card. Oh, I've never tried that, but let me know how that works out for you. Somebody said nothing is safe. Even smaller percent ROIs are rugging. This is insane. Yeah, nothing is safe, right? That's crypto, right? And you got to know that when you're going into it. When you're getting in, you've got to know what you're doing when you first get into the crypto sphere, right? That everything is a risk, and that there are huge, there's huge returns, but there's also huge risks. If you want to get the big returns, you have to get the big risks. Yes, I have gotten paid from ValorVest. Somebody asked me if I got paid from ValorVest. Let me go ahead and see if that money came in yet. What did I do? I withdrew like $23 or something like that. So let me see if it came in. I'm looking up in my Exodus wallet right now. So it has not come in yet, but it probably will come in before the end of the day today or tomorrow. So I think they've got like a 48-hour window or something like that. All right. What do you recommend as a good wallet other than Coinbase? Got to get the Exodus wallet. Man, if you don't have an Exodus wallet, then I don't know. I do so much with the Exodus wallet. I just don't know. I don't see how I would get along without it at this point. I would hate if the Exodus wallet went away. So there is all of the sauce for the day, guys. I mean, we really have covered a lot today here at this live broadcast of the Unlimited Freedom Network. As always, guys, never invest anything into any platform that you cannot afford to lose. Make sure you withdraw early, withdraw often in every platform. Some of these horror stories that we heard with Novatech, people could have avoided that if they would have been watching my channel and they would have understood the way to play this game in the first place, right? Developmental toughness. Right? You win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? Just make sure that you practice your risk management and you live to trade another day. Okay. And Darren, McDonald's doesn't pay enough, I guess. Yeah, shoot, man. I couldn't work at McDonald's if I wanted to, bro. Couldn't get a job at McDonald's. And that's the funny thing about the whole Trump thing is that this guy's likely going to become the president of the United States. And he can't get a job at McDonald's. Is that right? Does that make sense? We're going to let him have the nuclear codes, but he can't get a job at McDonald's. And then the other thing is, I went to prison for 2 felonies, bro. How do you get 34 felony convictions and don't go to jail? How does that work? I would love to know. I would love to know, right? Sign me up for that class. We'll see you guys on the next one here at the Unlimited Freedom Network.